So, you have a new Titan attacking season for me?
Yes, sir, I do. And let me tell you, this thing is gonna be the final season.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it all up in just one whole season, yeah.
Great. So is it like one giant final arc?
Oh, no. It's like 4 to 10 regular-sized arcs.
Oh. Well, do you think you'll have enough time to do it all in one season? I mean, we can do multiple seasons. That's definitely on the table.
No. I think a stupid number of parts all belonging to the same final season that'll stretch for maybe like 4 years or so is definitely the way to go.
Well, if you say so.
I do.
Great, so then tell me what happens in this final season that's gonna feel like about 3 seasons long.
Well, we're gonna open on this giant battle, right?
Oh, is it Reiner and Eren going at it again?
No, that'll happen later, like several times actually.
What?
And we're gonna open on this kid, Falco, who's on the battlefield, and he's kind of just taking a nap and lying there.
Wait, who are these people?
But then he gets rescued by his brother Colt, and they gotta make a beeline back to the trenches to avoid the artillery fire.
What is happening?
And then Colt's gonna get scolded by the commanding general Theo Magath for, running away from the guns.
Hey, buddy, I think you might be in the wrong office. This is for Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you just don't seem to be talking about it, though.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, I might have forgotten to mention that we're switching things up this season.
So what?
Yeah, so instead of, spending time with the characters that we spent 3 seasons building up and coming to love, we're gonna spend a lot of time with the Eldians who are trapped within Marley.
Oh.
So we ever gonna see the main characters again?
Yes, eventually, but let me tell you, it's gonna feel like a spin-off that no one asked for a while.
That doesn't sound very good just at all, in all honesty. Did I mention there's Titan on Titan violence?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so essentially after Marley failed to capture the Founding Titan and lost the Colossal and Female Titans in the attempt, other nations, they just kind of smelled blood in the water and they all declared war on Marley.
Ah, and who are these countries?
They're countries that for sure have names.
Right, but like, what are they? What are their names?
Listen, sir, I'm gonna need you to get all the way away from my spine and what the names of these countries are. It literally does not matter.
Alright, let me get off of that, injection zone of a spy.
Great, so this guy Falco, he's in the trenches, and he's just, like, concussed and confused, right?
How'd that happen?
Off screen, so we couldn't have any medical experts telling us that no way he could survive what he definitely survived.
Smart, because, Twitter exists.
For sure, and Falco and his mates, they're all warrior candidates who are trying to become the next armored Titan.
Oh, and how old are these guys?
Like 10.
10?
Yep, 1 plus 0.
That's kind of messed up that they'd be sent to the battlefield.
Yeah, it is, but let me help you here. Remember that Eldians aren't actually humans. They're just devils in disguise.
What?
Well, at least that's what Marley's gonna say to, justify having child soldiers.
I wonder if this excuse would work for my child laborers.
What?
What?
And then we're gonna meet this other warrior candidate, Gabi. Brown hair, really good sniper, kind of cocky and overconfident.
Oh, she sounds cool.
She's the absolute worst, and people are gonna hate her more than the people who do literal genocide.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and the Marleyan forces, they're stuck in their trenches because the other side, they've got machine guns covering their fort, and they can't get any closer.
Wait. These are the guys with the Titans, right?
Yeah, they've got Titans.
Well, then why are they even bothering to send in, man troops if they've got the big old Titans?
Oh, you see, the enemy's got, like, this new anti-Titan gun that can crack even the armored Titans' hardening, so they can't just throw their Titans up there, no way.
At this point, is there anything that doesn't go through that guy's hardening?
Not really, no, but Marley just can't risk losing any more Titans.
Okay, well, what happens if they did, though?
Well, in that case, then the Titan would go to an Eldian who has yet to be born, and, that child might end up being on Paradise Island.
Okay, so what are they gonna do instead?
Well, Gabi's gonna be like, oh, pick me.
Oh, what's she trying to get picked for?
Well, she has this idea to walk up close to the enemy trench without any clothes on, so hopefully they don't fire on her.
There's no way a move that stupid would work, right? I mean, surely these guys would realize that she's not one of them and shoot her on sight, right?
So it ends up working.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, she manages to take out the machine guns and, throw a giant bomb right underneath an armored train so that it explodes perfect.
Could she see the tracks?
Not really, no.
Now, you expect me to believe that she was able to have perfect aim and precision to the point where she could pull the grenades,
throw them, and then magically end up right under the armored train while also not getting shot.
Yes.
Alright, sure, why not? But she's almost gonna get shot on the way back.
Uh-oh.
But then, this freaking Titan saves her.
Oh, it does, huh?
Yeah, and this thing is the Jaw Titan, and it used to be that girl Ymir's, but now it's this guy Galliard's.
Ah, so she's really dead, huh?
For sure, yeah, and then we're gonna see this Heart Titan with, some machine guns strapped to it.
Wait, Titans with guns?
Yeah, and this Titan is controlled by this girl, Pick.
Ah, and what's she like?
Ah, well, let me tell you, she's pretty.
Oh, well, that's great and all, but I was talking more about, what's her character arc in this story.
I just told you.
Oh.
And so now that the machine guns and the armored train are all dead, the actual real raid is about to start.
What?
Yeah, and so this airship that's got a bunch of Eldian prisoners is gonna freaking drop them from the sky in parachutes.
Oh, what? Dropping like with assault rifles or something?
No, like in straitjackets.
Well, why would they do that? Just at all?
Well, because you see the Beast Titan is gonna scream, and then they're all gonna turn into real, pure Titans, and they're gonna fall in the fort and try to,
eat and massacre everyone inside it.
Oh, that's kind of barbaric in all honesty.
Yeah, I can't imagine it was pleasant for the inhabitants of the fort, but then Reiner, he's also gonna join in the fun.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, because they've got all these anti-Titan cannons inside there, and he's gotta take them out.
Wait, I thought the whole reason that Gabi had to blow up the train was because they didn't want to risk their Titans against the anti-Titan artillery.
Oh, yeah, that was really just a way to introduce some new characters. The Titans are actually gonna be fine against those Titan guns from here on out.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, and so then Reiner and Galliard are gonna destroy all the anti-Titan cannons, and the Beast Titan's gonna come around and try to sink their fleet in its port.
Oh, he is, huh?
Yeah, but the fleet's gonna get a shot off first, and Reiner's gonna take the impact, and it's gonna look like he's almost dead for half a second.
How do they not realize their boats, had guns on?
No, they definitely did. They might have actually forgotten, all honesty.
Oh, forgetting the boats that you're actually trying to sink have guns that could kill you on them is late.
Generally not, but then the Beast Titan's gonna sink the boats, and the war's over, yeah.
Cool, sounds like a great first few episodes.
Oh no, this was just the first episode.
Really?
Yeah, I figure since we took over this from Wit Studio, we really gotta flex our muscles in this first episode and show that it was a good idea to, give it to us.
Solid plan for sure, I'm on board.
Although maybe you shouldn't overwork the animators, too much.
So as much as usual, got it.
Not what I said.
So what happens after the war ends?
Oh, well, you see, the Marley military people are gonna have a meeting where they're worried about their position.
Yeah, I know, keeping platinum rank is so hard these days.
No, they're worried that they won't be in control of the world much longer because now, regular weapons have kind of eclipsed Titan power.
What are they gonna do about it?
Well, they're gonna decide that they need to get the Founding Titan again.
How's that any different than the last time they decided they needed the Founding Titan?
Because this time they really want.
Oh, well, I didn't realize they really want.
So then we're gonna find out that this Beast Titan guy is named Z.
Oh, cool, rhymes with Zach.
No, it doesn't. But hey, do you remember who else was called Z?
Oh, was it that bar owner on 17th Street?
No.
Oh, was that accountant that was always screaming, "We're in the red, we're in the red," and so I had him sent to, I had him, fired for sure.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's someone in the show, not in real life.
Oh, was it that guy who had the Colossal Titan previously?
Okay, he's Grisha Yeager's first son, Eren's older brother.
Oh, that just sheds a whole new light on everything.
Yeah, for sure. And then...
Wait, you want to talk more about the fact that Eren is literally fighting his brother in this conflict?
Not really, no.
Okay, then. It probably wasn't that important anyway.
And so then everyone's gonna get to go home and see their families again, and it's just a nice, happy moment.
Oh, that actually sounds kind of sweet.
Yeah, and we're also gonna find out that Reiner and Gabi are actually cousins.
Ah, what does that mean, going forward?
Literally nothing.
Makes sense. How important are cousins anyway?
Then we're gonna see some flashbacks to Reiner's past.
Wait, I thought we were done with those.
Think again, and so then it turns out that Reiner, Bertold, Annie, and this guy Marker were all sent on a mission to reclaim the Founding Titan, but then...
Wait, hold on just a second. Who's this Marco guy?
Well, he's Galliard's brother, and he was the one who had the Jaw Titan before Ymir, went and ate it.
Ah, I see the incredibly gruesome connection.
And back in present day, Falco's gonna meet this veteran guy Kruger who's missing an eye and a leg, and he's gonna send some letters for him.
Good on Falco, I guess.
But this dude is actually someone that we know already.
Really? Who?
Oh, not important.
Well, you can't just tease me with a giant question like that and then act like nothing ever happened.
But I can, and I did, though.
But you should. But I did.
You know what? Just move on. Cool, and then we're gonna meet this guy, Willie Tybur.
Oh, and who's this?
Well, essentially, the Tyburs are the ones who hold the Warhammer Titan, and they're famous for driving away King Fritz during the end of the Great Titan War and allying with Mark.
Oh, well, that's cool, I guess.
And this Willie Tybur guy, he's the head of the Tybur household, and also kind of the secret ruler of Mark.
Wait a second, so he's also an Eldian?
Oh, yeah, he is.
But that would then mean an Eldian rules over a non-Eldian nation which oppresses Eldians.
Well, anything's gonna sound silly if you put it in that tone.
But it is kind of weird, though.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely really weird for sure, but it's not time for that right now.
What's it time for?
A festival!
Really?
Yeah, so Gabi and Falco, they're gonna run all over town, spending all of Reiner's pocket money on, pizza and ice cream and crepes, all these things they've never seen or heard of.
A rare happy moment in this show. That's just actually kind of sweet.
Yeah, but then Willie Tybur's gonna be setting up his first official play, and the whole world's media is gonna be there.
Oh, what's this play about?
Essentially, he's gonna give some backstory on the Great Titan War.
Oh, what's that?
Well, essentially, King Fritz and the Tyburs schemed together to end the war because, they just wanted peace.
Oh, well, that's something for sure.
But on the off chance that Marley ever came for, the Founding Titan or his life on Paradis, then the king erected 3 walls with millions of colossal titans in them that could trample the world.
Wait a second, is that why the walls are there?
Yeah, and Willie Tybur's gonna tell everyone that Eren Yeager has usurped the Founding Titan, and he's coming for all of them.
Oh, wow, that was quite the speech, wasn't it?
Yeah, but while he's doing it, some sketchy things are kind of going on all around him.
Like what?
Like Pick and Galliard, they're gonna get trapped in a hole that they can't get out.
Oh, no, they're in the no-no hole.
There had to be a better way to phrase that. And then Falco's also gonna introduce Reiner to Kruger.
Oh, okay, how is that important, though?
Because this guy, wait for it, is actually Eren Yeager in disguise.
Wait, that's the actual main character of the show.
Indeed he is, and so then he's gonna have a little chit-chat with Reiner, and then he's gonna decide to blow up the stage and eat Willie Tybur just as Willie declared war on Paradis Island.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, now Eren's on the mainland in Titan form, and in front of him are just a sea of anyone who means anything in the entire world.
Well, what's he gonna do?
Oh, yeah, he's gonna massacre all.
What?
Yeah, even the women and the children, and Gabi and Falco's 2 main friends, who are also warrior candidates.
That does not sound like the Eren we know at all.
Well, let me tell you, he's not like the Eren we knew at all.
Oh, he's not?
Yeah, he's got long hair now, and also he doesn't really seem to care about, human lives anymore.
But he's still gonna make for a cool fight scene, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Great, so tell me what's gonna happen.
Oh, you see the frickin' Warhammer Titan is gonna up here.
What's this guy like?
Girl, actually. My mistake. And this thing's freaking crazy. It's gonna use hardening to make anything it needs, including, you know, spikes, sword, even a crossbow.
Oh, well, it sounds like Eren might have kind of a hard time dealing with this thing, in all honesty.
Actually, super simple. Barely an annoyance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because then he's gonna be like, hey, now or never, Mikasa. And freaking Mikasa is gonna show up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and let me tell you, she's totally changed her hairstyle.
Oh, well, that's something for sure.
And then the rest of the Survey Corps are gonna show up, and they've all got really new flying plot gear now.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, then they use the Thunder Spears to start blowing up the whole Marley military, and they're just completely outmatched.
That is friggin' epic, man.
It sure will be, sir, but then the Beast, Cart, and Jaw Titan are gonna come around, and the fight's gonna get a little more equal for a while.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but then John is gonna, you know, very easily explode the Cart Titan.
Oh, a very explodey card of a Titan.
And Levi's gonna take down the Beast Titan, you know, just actually very easy.
Levi 2, Beast Titan, you know, -1.
Why -1?
Well, I thought that was how the kids say 0 nowadays.
It's definitely not. But then anyway, Eren's going to, you know, capture the Warhammer Titan, but she's crystallized in a crystal like Annie is, and you can't possibly break through that.
Oh, no. What is he gonna do then?
It's gonna use the Jaw Titan's, you know, jaw and break the crystal and eat all the blood, so he's got the Warhammer Titan now.
1, 2, 3.
So he's kind of got, like, you know, a third of all the Titans inside him now. I mean, yeah, I guess he does, yeah.
So is this like Pokemon? He's trying to catch them all?
Not really, no, although that is a fun thought. But then anyway, we're gonna go to the port, and we're gonna see that Armin's there in this little tiny dinghy boat.
Oh, and what's he doing there?
Well, he's gonna turn into Colossal Titan and freaking nuke the port.
What?
Yeah, and then this airship's gonna arrive and pick him and everyone else up, because, you know, it's time to get out of there.
Cool, for sure.
Yeah, hey, where was Reiner during all of this?
Oh, you know, he was just kind of sleeping underground.
Beauty sleep is
But
important.
then Gabi and Falco, they're gonna scream really loud, so, you know, he wakes up and fights Eren.
Oh, so what is this, like the third time they fought each other?
Well, I wouldn't call it a fight. More like Reiner takes one punch and he's out cold.
Kinda sounds on par for him at this point.
And then everyone's on this ship and they're going home, but then Gabi, she's gonna get aboard the ship somehow with Falco.
Oh no, so what are they gonna do?
Well, let me tell you, Gabi's gonna... she's gonna kill Sasha.
Okay, she better die for that.
Well, everyone's gonna kick her a lot for sure. And then we're gonna find out that Eren actually wasn't supposed to do any of this. He did it with no authorization from anyone.
Oh no, authorization is generally a good thing to have.
Yeah, so they're definitely gonna jail him for that.
Well, naturally, I mean, if you did something like that, then I would send you to the, probably fire you, yeah.
And they also managed to capture Zeke along the way.
Oh, why'd they end up doing that?
Because he sent them a text being like, hey, you know what, Marley's not really working out for me. Can I switch sides?
Oh, so is he like on their side now?
Oh, absolutely not, but they need him.
Why though?
Because he's got some royal blood, so he's figured out that if he and Eren can actually touch, then Eren might be able to use the Founding Titan for real.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and so then everyone's gonna go back to Paradise Island and just kind of sit there for a while.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, and then we're gonna get a flashback and find out that in the 4-year gap since Season 3 that some, you know, other countries have come to Paradise Island and they've helped to modernize.
Oh, they did, huh?
Yeah, and the head of these volunteers is this really tall lady named Yelena.
What's she like?
She's a Zeke fangirl, so, you know, that probably tells you all you need to know about her, actually.
Yeah, it does, unfortunately, yeah.
And then Eren's gonna be in prison, and Hanji's gonna come talk to him.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, but he's like, hey, I've got the Warhammer Titan now, so, you know, I can leave anytime I want.
Wait, he can?
Yeah, he can, and so he kind of does, actually.
Well, what's his plan?
Unclear, but then this guy Flock, you remember him?
I mean, kinda.
Yeah, well, he's gonna give Eren, you know, a jacket to cover himself, because let me tell you, Eren, he's all the way ripped now.
What are you talking about?
Nothing, and then they're gonna form the Jaegers faction and start, you know, plotting to overthrow the Paradis government.
Why would they do that, though?
Because a lot of the young guns want Eren to lead them, and since the military stole a lot of Titan serum from Marley, they might be able to replace Eren. They were kind of actively trying to.
You know what? This is just kind of extremely hard to follow.
That is the idea.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it is. And so then Levi, he's keeping watch over Zeke in the forest, right? But then one day, Zeke, he's gonna run away and scream.
What, like he's scared?
No, kind of more like he's turning all the soldiers who drank the wine poison with his spinal fluid into Titans that he controls.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then Levi, he's surrounded by all these Titans who were once his friends, and it's gonna kind of look like he's gonna let them eat it.
Well, you know, rest in peace, Levi, dude. You were one of the good ones.
But then he decides to kill them, and he's alive, and he's chasing after Zeke.
oh, he is great. That's so much more interesting.
Yeah, and so then him and Zeke are gonna have round 3.
And how's that it?
Oh, exactly copy-paste from last 2. Levi beats him super easily, and Zeke's missing a lot of his limbs. Don't you worry, this might seem a little bit, how should I say, repetitive? Did I mention there's gonna be epic music playing the whole time?
No, you didn't mention the epic music. No, actually, please go on, yeah.
So then Zeke, he's gonna blow himself and Levi up, and it appears as though they might both actually be really dead.
Oh, no.
But then one of Zeke's Titans is gonna come around and put Zeke's rotting corpse inside his belly.
Why would he do that, though?
Unclear, and then we're going back to the town where it all began.
Plymouth Rock?
No, Shiganshina.
Yeah, you know what? That makes more sense, for sure.
And the Jaegers, they kind of control the city now, and all the main characters, they're locked up.
Oh, how'd they get there?
By getting there.
That works.
And then we're gonna find out that Zeke has this master plan to use the Founding Titans to make it so that Eldians can't have any more children.
Why, what, does he just hate babies or something?
No, because, you know, if he were to do that, then all the Eldians and thus all the Titans would die out after around 100 years.
Oh, that just sounds like the most terrible plan.
Oh, it is, and absolutely everyone thinks so. But then we're gonna find out that Pick is actually inside the walls.
Hey, what's she doing there? She's not supposed to be there.
She's gonna point a gun at Eren's head.
Oh, no, is he gonna be alright?
Oh, yeah, he's just kind of like, bet, and she's like, I'm not really feeling it, and drops the gun.
Oh, okay.
You think she might regret that later, though?
It's possible, but then Eren's gonna bring Peek and Gabi to the roof and ask her to point out where their allies are.
And does she?
Oh yeah, and she's gonna point to the floor.
I don't get it.
Then Galliard's gonna pop up in Titan form and almost eat Eren. He's gonna nibble off his leg.
Oh, and does he?
No, that would be way too easy. So then we're gonna see Eren transform, and then we're gonna see a bunch of Marley airships with Marley soldiers come around, and we're gonna see that Reiner's actually also there.
Wow, so the invasion's actually happening, huh?
Yeah, it is for sure. And then Eren's gonna be like, bring it on, Reiner.
Oh boy, it's about to get nuts up in here.
Yeah.
Well, go on.
No.
But we're done.
Oh, that's just extremely unsatisfying. Yeah, we've got to cut it off somewhere if we want to do this new thing we're doing where we turn the final season of the show into an indescribably large number of, individual parts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We are doing that, huh? Hey guys, AMA Pitch Meeting here. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, then we've got like a ton of other pitch meetings on the channel that you can go and, click on over here, I think. And I'm also given to understand that there are a lot of buttons down there that my producer really wants you to press. So if you could just go down there and press them all, that'd be really appreciated. Anyway, see you in the next one.